Do you genuinely believe that freedom is the ultimate treasure of America? Take a moment to ponder this profound claim as I embark on a journey to dismantle this grand illusion that surrounds us like a veil. The truth lies cloaked in shadows deeper than you might imagine, hiding in plain sight. As I walk through vibrant American cities, brimming with a sense of independence and the bustling energy of life, an unsettling irony wraps itself around my mind. The idea of freedom, the very fabric of our national pride, is heralded loudly and without hesitation. Inspirational slogans and patriotic symbols proudly adorn our public spaces. But as we look closer, what lies beneath this colorful facade of liberty? The freedom we associate with our identity as Americans often disguises the disillusionment felt by many, a reality check that must be addressed. Consider Sweden, a country where freedom transforms from mere rhetoric into genuine rights, manifesting in security, support, and a social safety net. Let's begin with a crucial aspect: healthcare. Americans are bombarded daily with claims of possessing the best medical care globally, a belief that many hold dear. However, the staggering price tag reveals a darker truth. In a 2019 study, nearly 66.5% of Americans admitted to choosing to forgo necessary medical treatment due to overwhelming costs. This statistic is not just a number, it represents real lives, individuals facing unimaginable pain or illness, often alone. Having witnessed loved ones suffer under the weight of these decisions, I can assure you that this harsh reality resonates deeply with countless families. In stark contrast, Sweden treats healthcare as an inalienable human right, not a privilege reserved for the wealthy. They offer universal healthcare, ensuring that the specter of medical bankruptcies is nearly non-existent. Imagine a life liberated from the looming dread of insurmountable medical debt, a life where illness does not usher in financial despair, but rather opens the door to a collective journey of healing and support. In Sweden, access to care is seen as essential, forming the very foundation of a compassionate society. Now, let's turn our attention to firearms. In the US, gun ownership is often regarded as a sacred freedom, a birthright enforced with a sense of urgency. The mantra, "protect yourself," guides the attitudes of many. However, Sweden adopts a decidedly different stance. Their gun laws are rigorous, requiring potential owners to obtain licenses, undergo safety training, and complete thorough background checks, requirements that might come as a surprise to many Americans. At a bustling regional festival, I found Swedes engaged in enthusiastic discussions about their hunting trips and outdoor adventures, all while emanating an undercurrent of societal safety that seems unattainable in America. In 2021, Sweden recorded only 45 gun-related fatalities, a staggering comparison to the rampant gun violence experienced regularly in the US. Genuine security arises not from fear and an overly aggressive stance on weapons, but from responsible regulations that prioritize the well-being of the community. Let's tackle education head-on. Can anyone in America truly claim that our education system stands as exemplary? Reflecting on my high school days, filled with stress from endless standardized tests and the crushing weight of student loan debt, I find myself pondering how one can feel liberated when so many are shackled by these financial obligations. Meanwhile, Sweden offers free higher education, understanding that an educated society is one that thrives. American students often spiral into insurmountable debt, led to believe they are pursuing their dreams, but where is the freedom in this relentless cycle of borrowing? This echoes the widespread protests on US campuses against soaring tuition and student debt. Students striving to organize for visibility, while their Swedish counterparts enter universities without the burden of crippling financial obligations. Yet the struggle doesn't end at education. Our American work culture relentlessly pushes the notion of hustle. But to what end? Many Americans face job insecurity and burnout, tirelessly chasing promotions that often go unrewarded. In contrast, the work-life balance enjoyed in Sweden is something many American entrepreneurs can do little but envy. I recall wandering through Stockholm one evening, where families are comfortably gathered over dinner, engaging in lively conversation, free from the burdens of juggling second jobs or the stress of financial instability. In Sweden, guaranteed vacation days and generous parental leave aren't mere exceptions. They are an expectation rooted in the understanding that true freedom encompasses well-being. Now let us discuss democracy itself. America has long touted itself as a beacon of democracy, a shining example for the world. However, recent times reveal voter suppression and manipulation that transform this ideal into a chaotic spectacle overshadowed by uninformed decisions. Conversely, in Sweden, democracy flourishes in its authenticity. Citizens actively participate in civic activities, often considering voting as a sacred duty, with turnout rates frequently exceeding 80%. They grasp the vital truth that freedom requires active engagement. It is not simply a badge to wear with pride, but a commitment to societal responsibility. I had the privilege of witnessing Swedes cast their votes, proudly participating in public debates, where even the youngest citizens voice their opinions, fostering a culture of involvement that feels bittersweet when compared to the apathy observed in American politics. It's essential not to overlook the question of quality of life. While freedom is a tantalizing slogan that rings in our ears, it becomes painfully hollow when weighed against the daily struggles for survival. Sweden's quality of life metrics consistently rank among the highest in the world, a testament to their commitment to well-being and social equity. Their focus on social safety nets, universal mental health services, and social equality initiatives stands in stark contrast to the difficulties and challenges so many Americans face simply in day-to-day living. So if you feel ensnared in an unending cycle of debt or haunted by the pervasive threats of gun violence, it's time to reflect. Can this truly define our freedom? As we peel back the layers of this complex illusion, I implore you to pause and consider. Have we grown so proud that we refuse to learn from those who have embraced a better way of life? If any part of this reflection resonates within you, consider engaging further. Like, share, or subscribe for more uncomfortable truths. Freedom without security, denied healthcare due to income disparity, and educational burdens that chain us with debt. What intrinsic value does this hold in a world where alternatives exist? Let us not cling to gilded fantasies while people in other nations thrive in a reality where true freedom manifests authentically. The pressing question remains, will we awaken to this realization? Or will we stubbornly cling to our flawed interpretations of liberty while regarding places like Sweden with skepticism and disbelief? Are we ready to shift our unyielding pride toward recognizing better alternatives? Reflect on this as you navigate your day and prepare for discussions that may challenge the very beliefs you hold dear. Because freedom, it embodies living unchained by fear, debt, and constraints. So, what's more critical, the comfort of a flawed narrative that placates the status quo, or the courage to seek a reality where freedom resonates profoundly and authentically? Join the conversation below, and let's explore together what true freedom can and should be.